Welcome back to another. Oh, excuse me. Welcome back to another episode of Late Entry, hosted as always by RBF Kyle
What up, though? You know the Lions won again. Come on now.
and your boy Double Dose. We are back. Gonna be talking about some NFC North and them boys, the Lions. Gonna be
Yeah.
talking about the power rankings for the NFL, previewing some matchups for this weekend. Excuse me. Um, Hitting you with another bet. We're gonna try to earn some more money this weekend. Talking a little Jaxson Dart. I have a random thought that I had during the games on Sunday that I'd like to share with you guys. And then we'll close out as always on Wednesday with all due disrespect and question of the week. So, NFC North. The meatball is getting spicy, dog. It seemed at first, I was one of the biggest contributors to this, that it was going to be all Sir Peter in here talking about the Lions. What's cracking, brother? The Lions looking good.
Already showing that love.
Yes. I was one of the biggest perpetrators of the Packers are running away with NFC North, and nobody else has a chance. And the Lions were going to be taking a humongous step back. Well, the potential to take a step back. I didn't say for sure they would, but I was very apprehensive. Like I said, meatball getting spicy right now. We have everybody in the NFC North is at 2-1 right now. The Packers have one job: go out here and beat the Browns. Don't screw that up. And they couldn't get it done. Jordan Love with a bad interception. We had a block kick. It happened. The Lions took care of business. I told you guys on the Sunday episode, I said I think the Lions are back. I'm full back on board after beating the Ravens, and the Lions are back. So they're 2-1. They're both 2-1. And then the Vikings may have benefited potentially from the JJ McCarthy injury. I don't want to say anything that we're rooting for injuries, but Carson Wentz went out and put 40 some points on the Bengals. So everybody 2-1. And then the Bears won their first game. So they're now 1-2. So
Yep.
everybody in the entire division is within one game of each other. Granted, through week
True.
3.
Yep.
Kyle, your thoughts on this?
I'll start us off with the Vikings here. I think I agree with you that it looked really good. It's a good sign that he got him 40 points, but I really think that it was the Bengals, I mean, not, it's kind of like when the Lions did what they did against the Bears. It's like, all right, let's see a little bit more from Carson Wentz. Like the Bengals defense, we know is soft. We know they give up a ton of points. Um, so it we'll see going forward. And Kevin O'Connell is, I mean, he's the quarterback guru for a reason. So I don't know that they necessarily lucked out, but they definitely have a guy now that has understood NFL systems for a lot longer, that could understand a playbook that was written for a second year, essentially a rookie guy, a lot easier than maybe a playbook for Matt Stafford or Patrick Mahomes or the other guys he's backed up in recent years. Um, but nonetheless, they're 2-1. I can't wait to see their defense. I can't wait to see B Flow try to do what he always does against the Lions, and I can't wait to see what Johnny Moe has worked up for that and what Dan Campbell has worked up for that this time too, because they're just another team. I think we got 3 dogs in the division, maybe even 4. We'll see. I mean, um, the Bears are still so young; it's hard to tell. But that was a good game against the Cowboys, so kudos to them on that. They're definitely trending upward, and that's some good momentum to build this early. I don't think they got that from any of their other recent coaches. So I think what Ben's doing is definitely a step in the right direction. Obviously, very proud of the Lions going out there and beating the Ravens, doing what they do, showing us that maybe they didn't take as big of a step back as we might have been worried they were going to. That O line from week 1 to week 3 has looked like a completely different unit. Just hard work and attention to detail goes a long way. And then the Packers, right? They, like you said, they just didn't. They just needed to not blow it against the Browns, and they did. Or maybe the Browns defense learned something from their first 2 weeks, and they're back to being that strong caliber defense too. So That'll be a fun matchup this week for the Lions. But yeah, I was shocked that the Packers did not at least win the game, let alone only put up 10 points. That was nuts.
Yeah, that was disgusting. I'm still not over it. That shit almost ruined my day.
I bet.
That was in the early window. That shit had me disgusted, especially all the way at the end of the game. And our bet was riding on it too. I was sick.
Thanks for the love,
right.
Jacob.
Oh, yep. What is this? What does Peter have in the chat? He has a lion, a buffalo. Is that spaghetti or is that
pasta?
pancakes?
Yeah, the cooked pasta. Yeah,
What is that?
The buffalo is because he's from Buffalo, so he's also a Bills fan.
No, what's the pasta?
Yeah, I don't know what the pasta means. I'm trying to think back to something we might have said.
Peter, we need you to explain the pasta.
Explain your pasta, Peter.
We can rock with
Also,
the Bills and the Lions, though.
Jacob, you got a shout out coming from me later in the podcast, Jacob.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, this is exciting. All right, so talked about the NFC North.
You said spicy meatball. He said you said one of us. Did you say spicy meatball?
I said the meatball's getting spicy in the NFC North.
True.
Okay. My bad, Peter. You know, I'll just be talking and just. All right. Okay. So now that the momentum is fucked up, let me try to transition this into the. Okay. So we are doing the top 5 power ranking in the NFL. Excited to bring this to you. Kyle's gonna give his. I'm gonna give mine. We're gonna see what we think of each other's list, and also if you were in the chat, please let us know if any of us have any egregious picks or if you agree with any of them.
All right. Yeah. So I'll start us off.
Wait, I'm sorry.
No, you good.
I'm so sorry. I don't want to interrupt, but I do want everyone to keep this in mind while we do these lists. There are 6 remaining 3-0 teams right now. The Niners, the Bucks, the Bills, the Eagles, the Chargers, and the Colts. All right, do your thing.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that preface. Do you want me to go 5-1 or 1-5?
5-1.
5-1. All right. So number 5, I got a hot take here, starting us off. Might not be a hot take based on what Spencer was saying in the pre-show. I thought it was going to be when I made the list up. So sound the alarm. But I got the Indianapolis Colts at number 5 right now. They are 3-0. They were a team that we here on Late Entry completely wrote off before week 1, saying they might even be the worst team in the NFL going into the season. They have clearly proved us wrong at least in these first 3 weeks. They beat the brakes off of the Dolphins. They manhandled the Titans 41-20. And then all of that paired with a close win over the Broncos, who we thought was going to really be a playoff contender coming into this season, puts them into my top 5. Whether they keep that up is yet to be seen, but give me Indiana Jones, baby. Like, let him cook right now. Number 4, I got Toph's King of 2025, Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers. They got big W's over KC and Denver, both close games, but defense is winning them games, and they're incredibly beefed up and playing hard. Number 3, I got Tampa Bay. Very good defense. Baker is cooking. Egbuka is as advertised. This is your shout out here, Jacob. You called this. You knew Egbuka was going to be him. You were seeking after him in the late entry draft. You got him, and now he's going to pay off for you, I think, all season long. What up, Dustin Pearson?
This motherfucker said his whole government name.
Hey, it's his name on here.
What up, Dusty?
What up, Dustin?
Go ahead. Yeah, Jake did call that.
Jake did. He called that
McCaffrey for him.
No, he did not. I did not even see that.
Remember that in the late entry draft, he traded Christian McCaffrey for 2 picks of mine. Ibuka plus I can't remember the other one. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, he had me
I
pick it
forgot about
Buka.
that part. I forgot about
Yeah.
that part.
All right.
So yeah, that's subject to change. And hey, Tampa, you might be number two in week 5 because you got a matchup against number 2, the Philadelphia Eagles. I think they're innocent until proven guilty. They always find a way to sneak it out every time, as we've seen. They just do just enough to get the win. Kind of similarly to the Chargers this season, how they've done it. But obviously, yeah, we'll see what happens this week here against Tampa in Tampa. It's going to be a tough matchup, but if anybody can do it, it's Philly. Dustin,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. 685 four
Oh my
three.
God. You said want to say my social security number too? Hey, to be fair, your YouTube name is Dustin Pearson. It's not like we exposed you. It's right there. That
Oh,
is
that's
hilarious.
funny.
Oh, damn. Jake said that the other person was Devonta Smith. So we traded Christian McCaffrey for Devonta Smith and Mbuka.
Mm.
We'll revisit this in a few weeks because Abuka's been good, but Devonta Smith has been scary.
Hmm.
I'm sorry to keep interrupting
Yeah.
your list.
No,
Dustin's
you're
got
good.
a full
No,
pick.
it's all good. No, and obviously I think we all know who I have at number 1 here. It's the Buffalo Bills. Just an
Wait, who
outright
is it
dominant
to?
team. Philly. Philly.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then number 1, yeah, Buffalo Bills just stayed dominant despite how close they let Miami get. They shut the door when they needed to. James Cook is looking like him, like one of the top 5, one of the probably most underrated guys coming into the season outside of maybe Jonathan Taylor. Just guys that are just lighting up the scoreboard right now. So, yeah, give me Buffalo Bills number 1 and man, I am excited for this season. We are just getting into it. There are so many good 2-1 teams that I wanted to put on here, but I mean, we had a 2-1 team on here or a 1-1 team on here last week. Um, Obviously, it's easier to do that early in the season, but anyhow, what do you got? What do you think of my list?
Okay, so to recap for everyone in the chat too,
Yep.
Kyle has at 5 the Colts, 4 the Chargers, 3 Tampa Bay, 2 Philly, 1 Bills. Okay, so I have in the chat. Please let us know if you think that these are good picks or bad picks for both his and for mine. I want to give you some props before I get into your list. Surprisingly enough, you did not homer your list. I can't say the same for myself, unfortunately. But
No way.
yeah, I'll explain it. But let me do yours first. So Colts at number 5. The way that I do my list too, which is I guess is how excuse me, how I rate your list, but also how I did my list. I'm doing it as if the playoffs start today. So I take that into consideration too. It's not just how they've been playing, but projecting like how it's going to continue. The Colts, it's hard to make an argument against the fact that they deserve to be in the top 5. My only situation is I just need to see more. I can't believe it. I feel like watching the Colts every week, I'm in a dream and I'm waiting for any moment for me to open my eyes and the Colts fucking suck again on Daniel Jones as Daniel Jones of the Giants. It hasn't happened so far. There's not necessarily any reason currently, from what we've seen currently, to believe it will. But historically, I just can't believe it. That being said, Jonathan Taylor looked amazing on Sunday. That
Oh
touchdown
yeah,
run, that touchdown run where he broke like 4 tackles, insane. But I
his
just need to
speed
see
is
more.
off the charts still too. 28 years
It
old,
is.
his speed is still nuts.
My issue with your list is I felt like you took 3 number 5s and put them at 3 through 5. If you
Mm.
had Tampa, the Chargers, or the Colts at number 5, I have no issue with it. But I just feel like they're playing well
So
now.
to me, yes, yeah. To me, it's also it's about what we've seen so far. I mean, we can't judge last season on this, or necessarily. I mean, strength of schedule is something, but we don't even know what strength of schedule necessarily means right now
I
either.
agree with that. I agree with that.
So that's
Do
what
you
made it hard for
remember?
me, and that's why I took. I mean, I know the Broncos are a tough team to beat. They've had 3 close games, And two of the teams that made my top 5 beat them in very close games. The Broncos are one of the best 1 and 2 teams in the league. There's a couple that are up there. Obviously, we've talked about the Chiefs and the Ravens are both 1 and 2, but yeah, I mean it's so hard right now. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good. Um, do you remember last season the Saints under
Yeah,
Clint Kubiak offense?
all too
They
well.
went crazy for what, 3 weeks? They blew the doors off of the Cowboys. The murder rate in New Orleans was at 0 for the first time in years. Could you share with the people at home what happened after week 3?
They shit the bed. They pooped that bed real hard.
Okay. That's what I'm expecting to happen. Let me rephrase. I'm not expecting it to happen to
But
the Colts. I'm not expecting it to happen to the Colts. What I'm saying is I've seen teams jump out to this 3-0 lead, surprise everybody, and blow it.
yeah,
I
yeah,
need to see more from the Colts. That's it. I'm not saying that they're going to. I'm saying I need to see more.
I agree. But I mean, I can't, I can't in good like the only other team I would want to put in here would be my homer pick, and they lost to the Packers. And I ain't putting the Packers in here. Even though I do think maybe they might pound for pound beat the Colts, they also just pooped the bed as well this week against the Browns, who we thought was an easy win. So
That actually perfectly
it's
segues. Sorry, we're gonna say
no. I was just gonna say it's so hard. Like I said before, it's so hard to pick. It's so hard to pick between, and so I just went with the 3-0 team that has squeaked out these close wins and beat the brakes off the teams they should have. You know?
let me let me go ahead, and that kind of segues into my list. I've got honorable mention. I got the Bucks. I just
Okay.
can't, in good conscience, think that if they played any of the teams that I have on my list, would necessarily win. But I guarantee you that if Baker Mayfield has the ball last, they're winning. Um, so honorable mention the Bucks. Number 5. This is probably the spiciest thing that I have on my list, just because of how low that I have them. At number 5, I have the Chargers. This is for 2 reasons, and it's going to be crazy when you hear who my number 3 and my number 4 are. But stay with me. The Chargers I have at number 5. This is due to the fact they're on the list because they're 3-0. They've looked good. But the Khalil Mack injury, I think that's significant, especially as we get further into the season and you need to have defensive stops. As well as I still don't have any reason to trust Justin Herbert when the lights get the brightest. We've seen primetime games, but it's the beginning of the season. Let's see when you're playing for a playoff spot or for the division or a playoff game. I have told you before, he is one of the James Hardens of the NFL. All the regular season stuff means nothing to me. I need to see the bright lights. I need to see what happens with Justin Herbert then. But if he keeps playing well, if Quentin Johnson keeps remembering how to catch, which he's done an excellent job of so far, they could wind up going up this list for sure. Like, I can't say that I've watched 3 Chargers games this season and been like, wow, these guys suck. Like, they've definitely looked very good. It's just, once again, history is not allowing me to say that. I'm not going to be blindly falling into this aspect of you've put all this behind you. Any day, Quentin Johnson can forget how to catch, and Justin Herbert could throw picks. That's all I'm saying.
You just got to remember that was Harbaugh's first year there, and that dude only gets better when
What was Harbaugh?
coaching the same quarterback.
No, I'm saying Justin Herbert has not won a playoff game in what, 5 years?
I understand. Harbaugh got there last year, all right, and Herbert
Mm-hmm.
had probably one of his most consistent seasons, even fighting through injury for the first half of the season. And Harbaugh found a way to make him successful through all of that. Obviously, he threw a stink burger out there in the playoffs. That happens. And yeah, like you said, when the lights are brightest, we're still yet to see it get done. We're still yet to see that from Lamar, 2-time MVP. So
He's won playoff games.
he's won 1 or 2, maybe.
No, more than that. Lamar's made it to the AFC Championship.
Right. And I'm pretty sure he had the bye that year, no? Or did the Chiefs had the bye that year? No,
Lamar has
he had
won
the bye that
probably
year.
like. Lexi, can you do me a favor? Can you look up how many playoff games Lamar Jackson has won? We got stat.
uh,
Jake said Indiana Jones is my guy. He's played well, Jake. Let me ask you a question directly, Jake. Do you expect Indiana Jones to continue this level of play, or do you think that it falters as we go on? Oh, wow, really? Oh, Kyle? Kyle, the numbers did not back up what I was thinking. Granted, it's better than Justin Herbert, but according to Lexi, he is 3-5 in the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, what did I say? 1 or 2. So, yeah, he's had 3. But it doesn't feel like a lot for how good he is. Where's the playoff record, bro? And he's better than Herb in the regular season. And he's got 2 MVPs. And what have we seen in the postseason? So,
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Longer on this podcast than I've been calling Justin Herbert, James Harden. Who have I been calling James Harden? Lamar.
Have you?
I've been calling him Lamar since last, all off season. You could go on our TikTok right now and find a video of me calling him Lamar. From like 6 months ago.
All right. I just remember you calling KD James Harden, and that pissed me off. So that's where I just started seeing red right there.
KD has had some terrible playoff performances too, but that is not a topic for right now. We will talk about that. October is coming. Okay, but let's not get too off script. Look, Justin Herbert, regardless of what Lamar has done and not done, Justin Herbert has not won a single playoff game. Not one. Sure. I need to see that. He also has one of the worst playoff meltdowns of all time against the Jags. That is not going away. And he can get rid of it by winning more games, but as of right now, that's like your playoff career is that and throwing 4 picks last season. That's all I'm saying. So I just need to see more with that. But moving on from the Chargers. At number 4, I'll run this shit, nigga. Number 4, we have Amon-Ra St. Brown and the Detroit Lions. That is a hilarious hot mic they caught him on.
That was funny. People are like, bro, didn't you grow up in Berlin?
He addressed it on his podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah. Yeah, Demo called his ass out. Demo was like, I just love that hot mic.
Yes. I think that I wasn't willing to say anything based off of beating the Bears. That's what should have happened. But beating the Ravens the way that we did, I think that a lot of people were surprised. If you don't live in Michigan, you probably were not expecting that. I watched the pregame show on ESPN. Every single person took the Ravens to win that. The Ravens, by the way, are 1-2 right now. That is a crazy beginning to what a lot of people had as a Super Bowl pick. But beyond the point, the Lions, their defense has looked good. The defense wasn't terrible against the Packers week 1. It wasn't good, but it wasn't terrible. And then, they beat up a bad team with the Bears. But what shows me is the way that they took out the Ravens. It was a total team victory. The offense showed up. The defense showed up. They showed out, and they took Lamar and company out and made Derrick Henry have a temper tantrum on the sidelines. So
that was so cool to see. To do that to the modern day freaking Hulk of running backs, like that just felt so good to I mean, it was still, what did he get, 80 yards and a touchdown on the game, but yeah, that felt so
less
good.
than that. I think he had less yards.
Or I know you're right. I think the team had 82 and he only had 50 of that. That's what
I think it looks. Yep. Where I'm at right now is over 3 weeks of watching the Lions. Which team do I expect to show up every week? Do I think it's week 1 or weeks 2 and 3? I think it's weeks 2 and 3. Do I still think that we could be in for some growing pains? Yes, especially as things ramp up. But going on the road in Baltimore and beating Baltimore, I mean, you answered all the questions that I had. Like, I don't like there's nothing else, dog. Like, anything that doesn't happen to live up to that is a letdown at this point. If they had lost, I'd have been back here what I've been saying before. Hey, you know what? We got to grow. You know what I mean? It takes time. No, now we're here. Get the job done.
Man,
Um,
that offensive line play was I couldn't believe how good those young guys were playing on the inside. Like
yeah,
as opposed to week 1, it was insane.
it was a crazy difference. People are actually like, oh, this Johnny Morton guy might actually know how to call an offense.
Yeah, no way.
I've seen some people too talking about. I think that the defensive coordinator might be better than Aaron Glenn. I need everyone to remember that Aaron Glenn was working with an entire team full of IR players. So just keep that in mind as we
And
compare
went
these
15-2 last year.
defenses.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Lions at number 4. I can't put them higher because they did lose to the Packers. The Packers are who I have at number 3. The Packers defense is still insane, and their offense can only still get better. I personally think that the Bears, or not the Bears, I'm sorry, the Browns game was a fluke. Like, I don't think that if they played 100 times, I don't think it's going to continue to play out like that. It was a, excuse you.
Damn it! I was hoping hoping it missed it. Excuse me, chat.
uh, um, I just think that they are not. It's an interception plus a kick. That's what lost them the game. After like leading the game 10-0 the whole time. I think that that's a fluke. I think that the dominant Packers are what we're going to see more often than the shit that happened at the end of that game.
I agree.
Number 2, Eagles. In order to be the man, you got to beat the man. They are reminding me of like the Chiefs of old, not way back old, but the last few years. No matter how ugly it is, no matter what luck it takes, they keep squeaking these wins out. So knock them off. They don't look great. It still leaves a lot up to be desired with their offense and their defense. But at the end of the day, a dub is a dub, and they're 3-0. And then lastly, I have the same as you, the Bills. They're everyone they've seen, they've put belt to ass on.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the Dolphins put a little bit more of a fight, but you beat the Ravens. You beat who did they play week 2?
The Jets.
Yeah,
And
destroyed
they won like
the Jets,
33-3 or whatever.
destroyed the Jets, and then beat the Dolphins. So yeah. Bills are definitely like they're looking like on another playing field from everyone else this season.
Yeah.
So, recap: Chargers, Lions, Packers, Eagles, Bills. What do you think?
I don't hate it. I mean, obviously, I love that you threw our boys in there. I get like it was a similar dilemma that I had, right? It was I took a different route of like, all right, well, like I really want the Lions in the top 5 at 2-1, but I couldn't in good conscience put 2-1 teams ahead of 3 or 4 3-0 teams. And I get the strength of schedule thing, and that's a big part of and trends that we've seen from these teams in the past. Um, and like you just said, what was the thing you said earlier? If the playoffs were tomorrow, right? Who do you trust?
Yes.
If that's the barometer, then yes, I agree with your list for sure. I took it a little bit more from the perspective of this is where
Snapshot
we're
right
at in
now.
the season right now. Yep,
Mhm.
they're 3-0. Look at who they played. Look at how good their schedule was, things like that. So, yeah, I don't hate your list at all. I actually love your list a little bit more than mine. But
I mean, if you are looking at it just as a snapshot of right this second, yeah, I mean, Tampa, Chargers, Colts, 3 of the hottest teams, all 3-0. I just
mhm.
don't know. Yeah, for me, it was all just about like, again, we just looked at it differently. I was viewing it right this second where they're at versus how much faith do I have in them despite
And
where
them
they're at.
going forward. Because if
Yeah.
Colts would be nowhere near if it was about
Yeah.
faith and going forward. She
I I am so excited to see what happens with like the Colts to me are
Me
like
too.
they're the most interesting story this season. Like
Absolutely.
nothing else is happening that's like really outside the realm of possibilities. Like the Dolphins sucking, that's kind of surprising, but it's not interesting.
Right.
I mean the Chiefs like will they eventually get right? The Ravens will they eventually get right? Like yes, like one doesn't have their weapons, the other played 2 like potential Super Bowl teams.
And
Bills are doing what they're supposed to do.
if the Colts make this all work and they get to AFC or even divisional, it's like holy like we weren't even
Yes.
expecting them to sniff this. And yeah, if they turn something out of this, it'll be awesome.
I 100% agree with you. It is. They're the most interesting by far. Like, just to see, it's like watching a Cinderella team in like March Madness. Like, how far does this team actually push this?
Yes. It's like George
Um,
Mason in 2008. It's
hey,
like, yeah.
speaking of Cinderella teams, quick shout out. Sister Jean is officially retired from Loyola.
Oh,
Do
wow.
you know who that is? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
That was
I remember. Yeah, I remember her at every game.
yeah, she was a real one. They said that she was not able to be, I guess, mentally present anymore. So
Ah,
that's
damn.
unfortunate. I mean, she's old as hell. But that's a real one. Shout out Loyola. Shout out Sister Jean.
You didn't have to do it like that. Come on.
I mean, look, would you
I know
rather
she
be
old as hell.
I'm saying that it's like it's one thing to be like, oh, this is so sorry, like somebody is mentally not there at like 50 versus, I mean, an old lady is now old as hell and is stepping back because she's old. That's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, no,
Like, you know what I mean? That's
true.
what's supposed to happen.
I ain't trying to get you canceled. It was just funny as hell the way you said it.
Jake said bet on the Colts. Are
Question
you
mark?
saying? Are you
This
saying?
week?
Are you saying? Yeah.
Or are
Are
we
you saying
saying
this week? Or are you saying like
futures?
moving forward?
I
Explain
would love
yourself,
to
Jake.
know. I would love to know. I might, hey, just based on his intuition so far, if he says futures, I might place that bet.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Divisional champs. They're probably the leaders now. You got
Uh, yeah. I mean,
like
in their division,
on the
they have
betting spread.
bro.
Yeah.
They have the Texans. Who, bro? CJ Stroud. I saw this in the late entry group chat earlier today. I'm not willing to say that he is. So please do not jump to conclusions. I've officially accepted the thought into my mind, though, that CJ Stroud is garbage. Are you with me on that?
No.
Like, I'm not saying that he. No.
No, not yet. No.
Okay. Not
I
saying
mean,
he is.
I guess okay. Has the thought crept into my mind? Yes, but that thought creeps into my mind when Jared Goff was playing C.J. Stroud last year. I was like, oh, Jared Goff might be hot garbage after he had an MVP caliber season so far. So I'm just
When
not
Jared
that
Goff,
quick to.
that was the game that Jared Goff threw 5 interceptions and still won the game.
I understand. Yeah. I'm at halftime of that game. I was like, man, we might as well put in Hendon Hooker. I'm not literally. I was not actually like that. But I was so mad at him. I can understand like fan rage and being like, yo, man, what do you even do? You know, like you get so mad at your quarterback when they're having a bad game. But I don't know. I don't see that from CJ Stroud. I have seen it on both levels, college and pro. He finds a way to step up. Will it happen this year? I don't know. Will it happen with the Texans going forward? I don't know. But
I'm not saying that he is bad. What I'm saying is that ever since he tried the big bro Caleb Williams week
yeah,
1 of last season, I haven't seen one spectacular thing from CJ Stroud.
no, that
Like
was like his best game of last year.
his sophomore slump is going into year 3. Please do better. I don't want to call you
Hey,
garbage. I don't want to get on this.
we saw this from number 16 from our current team. He was bad in years 3 and 4, you know? I mean, not
I
he
don't want
wasn't
to get
bad, but
I don't want to get on this podcast in 8 weeks and say CJ Stroud is garbage. Please play better. Please. Anyways, the Colts
hey,
division
for Nico
has
Collins' sake at least.
bro. You know how crazy it is to have Nico Collins and Devonta Smith on the same fantasy team?
Oh, it's insane. I know, I have it.
Me too. It's maddening. Jake said Stroud is done.
Jake,
I mean,
remember all that respect I gave you at the beginning of the podcast? No, I'm just kidding.
there's no reason to say that. All we're doing right now is holding out hope.
Yeah.
Like if someone says that it's not good, like what
No, you're
evidence do
right.
we have to say that it is?
That is exactly what I'm doing. You are right. I am 110% holding out hope. I will concede to that.
Let me finish this point real quick just so that we can roll into the next topic.
Bro, how are we wait, hold up. How are we saying Stroud is done and the most recent chat before that is bet on the Colts ? The Colts have Daniel effing Jones as their quarterback, and they're 3-0. All right. You think is Daniel Jones a better quarterback than CJ Stroud? Is that what you're gonna sit here and tell me?
Have you watched the first 3 weeks?
Of this season? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
And
you're thinking he's a better quarterback?
I'm not saying definitively that he is. I'm saying right now one's playing a hell of a lot better than the
All
other
right, so
one.
now we just flipped our arguments. If you was your
No.
team in the playoffs tomorrow, who do you want at quarterback?
If I had to bet right now on a playoff game between the Colts and the Texans, I'd take the under. That's
Okay,
the only
yes,
bet I'm
yes.
making.
No, but just
No,
your quarterback. Which quarterback are you that's not in the question. I'm not talking about the team. I agree that the Colts have been better. Who are you
what are you
picking as
asking
your
me?
quarterback?
If I had to take CJ Stroud or Daniel Jones,
Yeah.
who else is on the team?
Uh let's
No,
say
what I'm saying is like I
let's
would
say
take I would take
you have
Daniel
a
Jones to
decent
game manage.
O-line.
I would take Daniel
Okay.
Jones to game manage more. I would take CJ Stroud as like, please God, deliver us. And even that might be wrong. Daniel Jones got better legs. A good day from Daniel Jones is shitting on a good day from CJ Stroud.
But that's the thing is he was left for dead a season and a half ago, and now he's 3-0. So that's my argument is that to say CJ Stroud is done does not compute to me. Like he might be done in Houston, sure, like at the end of the season or whatever, but I don't know that the guy's done. I think there's going to be a coach out there that can work with this kid because he's very clearly shown promise that he can compete at the highest level.
Only Jake is saying that he's done. I'm not saying he's done. I
No,
just
I
backed
know.
him up.
I just thought it was crazy how time can change, right? And how different this conversation would be 2 years ago for someone to say Colts led by Indiana Jones and
Yeah.
betting on Indiana Jones and bet on the Colts and you're out on Stroud. It's just like it's crazy how quickly this shit can change in the league.
That's been the whole entire narrative of the last 2 seasons. Think about what we thought about Sam Darnold before last season.
Absolutely.
Think about what we
Absolutely.
thought about Geno Smith before 3 years ago. Think about what we
Absolutely.
thought about there's one more, isn't there? One more of those guys. Daniel Jones, that's the guy I was thinking of. Yeah. All of them
Oh,
look
and
like different
Geno
players
Smith.
on new
Yeah.
teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing though, right? In the defense of Daniel Jones, which I can't believe that this entire podcast is becoming a Daniel Jones.
I
Look,
know.
Daniel Jones had one good season on the Giants. He got a payday from it, won a playoff game. CJ Stroud has had how many good seasons? One.
Uh-huh.
There's like, what are we like? You
Well,
know,
1.5, but yeah.
no. When was the half?
I mean, he was decent in the first half of last year. He
They
started
win
getting
their division by default because the whole division is ass cheeks.
okay. Yeah. Their
Now,
defense definitely led them. Yeah.
now the Texans are the ones that are mid, and the Colts have been good, and that was what started this whole thing. As we were saying, if they won their division, it wouldn't be crazy because it's the Titans, the Texans, and the Jags. That's the worst
I'm just
division in football.
but yeah, I guess what I'll say is if there's any X factor that can turn this around, it is CJ Stroud. If he can find something again and he can channel back to season 1, he is the only person that can give the Colts a run for their money.
Which is what started this whole thing, is me saying, please play better because I don't want to have to say that you're garbage in 8 weeks.
I agree. I literally just wanted to highlight the fact of how crazy the NFL is that we went from Colts, bet on like Colts are the worst team in the league to bet on Colts and Houston is ass. It's just insane what the NFL
How
is.
fast
Yeah.
things change. Yeah. I mean, absolutely. I mean, if we're gonna talk about that, let's move these topics around. We're gonna talk about how fast things change on a week to week basis. Last week, Russell Wilson looks like, oh my god, did you buy yourself some more time due to the resurgence? And then last Sunday, looked like the worst quarterback to ever play football I've ever seen. 4 straight throws out the
Facts.
back of the end zone.
I know. I
Um,
know. Dude, I thought Neighbors could be a wide receiver for any quarterback in this league.
He can
Why
if he gets
won't
if
why
he
won't
looks at him.
why won't he and Russ work? That's what I was thinking before week 1. So I picked Neighbors in 2 freaking leagues, and it has not panned out, obviously, because I think week 2 it was decent, but like because the Giants game was just such a blowout, or the Cowboys game versus the Giants was such a blowout. But man, I am so pissed at how this Russ tenure for the Giants has worked out. I really thought it would be kind of similar to the Steelers regular season and we'd see some success, but man, give it to Dart. Give it to Jaxson, man. Hashtag
Uh,
start Jaxson Dart.
I just want to run through Jake's comments real quick. All of us, I think, are all three on the same page.
I agree.
The Colts above the Texans, the Colts above the Jags. Yes, Giants
Yep.
suck. Okay. So I mean, yeah. I mean, Russ, he didn't. I mean, he didn't even throw to Neighbors. The only time he threw to Neighbors when he tried to kill him in the back of the end zone. That was crazy. But
True.
we already did the kind of the game break on that on the Sunday episode. What do you think about Jaxson Dart and the outlook for the Giants moving forward?
I mean, this is tough. Wins. I'm not going to put a number on that, but what I just want to see is production of the offense, and that's so hard because what does Brian Dable need? He needs to win. Otherwise, he's probably losing his job. So, um,
Yeah.
it's kind of a double-edged sword. Like, yeah, you want to just see production out of your rookie quarterback, but you need to put him in winning positions. So, um, yeah, I'm just looking for the Giants offense to work a little better. Hopefully, he understands the playbook a little better. Maybe he's less stubborn than Russ is, because I know Russ kind of suffers from the same thing that Aaron does, where he's like, well, the guy wasn't in the right spot. And it's like, yeah, that can't always happen based on where the corner's positioned. And you have to read that and like adjust accordingly and go where your receiver's at. Like you have to work with them and get on the same page. And those are two guys that I feel like don't necessarily, at least in the later part of their careers, they're just like, we'll just get in position, and it's like, well, it doesn't work like that, especially with younger guys. Like you got to work with them. And so maybe another young guy like Jaxson Dart, he's going to be a lot more collaborative with his receivers and can kind of get them in more winning positions and find them in the right spots, because Russ has clearly not been doing that, and he's been getting spooked back there. And I'd love to see a young kid that wants to prove himself in this league to get a chance for this franchise that desperately needs somebody to light a spark.
I watched Russ throw the ball away on 3rd and 4th down. I was sick. I was done.
Hmm.
Honestly,
Man, Russ is the king of that too. He's
I saw a tweet the other day from it's I think it's L_budget. It's a dude I've been following on Twitter for a long time. But basically the tweet was so accurate that I think like FanDuel or somebody even like screenshotted it and posted it on their shit. Basically, he asked like, has Russ played himself out of the Hall of Fame? Like Seahawks Russ was going to the Hall of Fame. And then we had to watch him on the Broncos, the Steelers, and the Giants.
damn.
The
Yeah.
Broncos Russ was one of the worst things I've ever seen before. And this last game from the Giants was so bad that I'm like, bro, please retire. Like, I don't want to see this anymore. I
No,
do not
you're
want
on
to see
something.
that.
Well, I mean, if he just accepts 190 instead of going for that 235 or whatever he went for with the Broncos, like maybe Pete Carroll's still the coach of the Seahawks, and we never even, if he just accepts a little bit of a pay cut, like maybe we see him and Jigba still going crazy. I mean, who
I mean, he
knows?
was
But
he was going crazy with the Seahawks though.
oh, absolutely. And I understand why he wanted his money, but yeah, that was that the fact that he left and then completely fell apart was definitely proof of like I mean, people like Marshawn talked about, how he had his own office with Seattle, and he got that with the Broncos until Sean Payton got there, right? And
Mm-hmm.
um, I mean, he just started. It became like he was part owner. He was GM, he was everything else, and I don't even think Pete Carroll probably liked that. It. was above his pay grade to even prevent it. So they were basically like, yeah, when you want to ask for more, we're just going to use the backup that we believe in. And it paid off for the Seahawks, kind of. I mean, they didn't get any more Super Bowls out of it, but they haven't skipped a beat as far as building their team. So, and they've even skipped over head coaches and coordinators and shit since then and have been better than Russ's career. So he's tarnished himself for sure.
Speaking of the Seahawks, let's keep this boy rolling.
Yeah, my
Battle of the
bad.
Birds tomorrow. No, you're good. Um, I'm just trying to make sure that we get through these previews so that we can get to the fun topics.
For sure.
We definitely had a detour down Daniel Jones lane.
Yeah, we did. I mean, how can you not right now?
I'm
How
not.
can
I'm
you
not
not?
mad at it. No. I'm not mad at it. Like I said,
Right.
I think that the Colts are the most interesting thing like that's happening right now.
Absolutely.
But Battle of the Birds tomorrow. Seahawks versus Cardinals. Saw a tweet today reminding me of one of the craziest games ever. You remember when they played to a draw a few years back? They both missed a kick, tied in overtime.
I forgot about that. Yep.
I
mean, division rivals will do that.
Yes. Who are you taking tomorrow?
So this is tough because Atlanta's defenses look so good, and then they laid an egg last week. Man, I kind of see them having a bounce back. I don't know the spread, but yeah, I mean, it's going to have to be a defensive battle from Atlanta. Give me 19-17 Atlanta.
You always make things so much more complicated. You say Atlanta?
Atlanta, 19-17.
Am I fucked up? The Cardinals and the Seahawks play tomorrow.
I put the wrong bird. I put the wrong bird. I was talking about the Cardinals, but I literally wrote ATL.
Different red bird.
Yes. All right. So, oh my God, this is embarrassing. This is worse. This is worse than me messing up freaking Paul George.
It happens.
No, yeah. So I well in this matchup, I will take Seattle. I will take Seattle. I do still think it's going to be pretty low scoring. I don't is James Conner active? I haven't taken a look at that yet.
James Conner's out for the season.
Oh, well, that's cool. I need to drop him.
Yeah, he broke his ankle, I think, in the Sunday game.
But yeah, no, the Cardinals have gotten completely beat up, and so yeah, I will give this to Seattle, and the minimal. I mean, their offense has been good. I would say they've skipped a little bit of a beat, but they're trending upward. So, give me Seattle.
I'm taking Seattle too. Good offense, very good defense so far. Defense has held a lot of weight. Seattle beat the Steelers with Aaron Rodgers, who has looked good against every team but Seattle. The Cardinals have kind of looked like a two-pack of ass. You just lost your best running back. Marvin Harrison Jr. has not realized how to catch a ball when Kyler Murray remembers that he can actually throw to him. So, then they just lost to the Niners. The very, very undermanned Niners, the Cardinals did. So, yeah, I'm taking Seattle for sure.
I think they can handle it.
Eagles versus Bucks.
Eagles versus Bucks. In the Bucks house, minutes. I gotta say, Bucks squeak this out. I think their defensive line is going to be the strongest one that Philly's faced all year. It's going to make it hard for them to run the ball. So give me the Bucks 33-30.
You make the thing so much harder on yourselves too. You're just smarter than I am. The fact that you can sit down and put together the scores, I'm fuck it. It's hard enough for me to pick the result, let alone the scores. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm taking a shot in the dark, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know nothing like everybody else.
If somebody was going to upset the Eagles and it wasn't going to be the Rams, I think the Bucs have as good of a shot as anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a good offense, good defense. I think that we're going to have to see. I don't know.
It's going to be so close, man. It's so hard.
Yeah.
The Eagles just find a way to win. They just do.
And it's like, can Saquon run on them? That's the big question. The Rams stop that shit. Can the
Vita Vea a dough?
Yeah. If you can make Jalen Hurts throw it, then there's a chance. I'm gonna go chalk and say Eagles, but if it's an upset, I'm not surprised at all. Ravens versus Chiefs.
I gotta go with the Ravens. I think their defense has been lacking. I don't know when they're getting some of those key guys back that they're missing on the defensive line and in their linebacker room, but I think they'll hold up well enough against the few receiving options that the Chiefs have, and the Chiefs' offensive line through the first 3 weeks does not look like the Chiefs' offensive line of old. So give me Lamar to go and do what he does, scramble and win the game.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the Chiefs don't have the firepower to mess with the Ravens. The Ravens are going to use this as their get-right game against a good opponent, too.
They are going to be fired up after last week.
Both teams are 1-2. Ravens have lost. They lost in what's his name? Derrick Henry, Mr. Fumble King over here. I think he's got something to prove. Lamar's got something to prove. I think they're going to be fired up, ready to go out. And I just don't think that the Chiefs have the weapons to hang on to them.
Just to play devil's advocate real quick, though, the Chiefs do like to ride momentum, and they are coming off a win. So that's going to make this that much harder for the Ravens.
They have the better defense, less injuries on defense.
Yep.
It's going to be probably a close game, but I
would agree.
If Lamar can't get it done against the Chiefs now, then it's never going to happen.
True. Yeah, he's got to beat this team. He's got to get this monkey off his back.
Packers versus Cowboys. All I have to say is, this is going to be a fun Sunday night game. I think that we should all collectively pray for Dak. I think that Micah Parsons has a message for Jerry Jones, an open message that he wants the world to see, and the only person he can deliver it to is Dak Prescott. So I think Mike is going to send Dak home with a letter for Jerry, and we're all going to see that.
Peter said the Kansas City Kermits, and I couldn't.
I'm here. I'm right here.
Let's go, guys.
Are you in the same thing? Are you taking Packers over Cowboys?
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to take the Packers here. There's
Cowboys.
No way Micah is letting the Cowboys have a multitude of success here. I know George Pickens is wide receiver 1 now, and he had a good last week. I still don't think I'm starting him this week in my fantasy lineup, just because they're facing the Packers. Solely on that fact.
Cowboys are on fraud watch right now. Y'all couldn't do anything against the Bears, and the Bears hung points on you. Fraud watch.
True.
And
the Giants.
I was gonna say the same thing. The Giants and the Bears, two of the worst teams in the league, have hung points on you, and you're only fraud watch right now. We're gonna see.
And Jerry Jones said the defense got better.
Crazy. Let me ask you a question. All right.
Oh, Dallas. Yeah.
I was thinking about this, watching the games on Sunday. Now, for anyone that doesn't know me very well, I sometimes have bad guts. Bad guts. And I was just thinking about, imagine if you were an NFL kicker, and it's time for you to kick the game-winning kick, and you were in the bathroom taking a shit.
I mean,
imagine there's 3 minutes left in the game.
All right, let me.
And you know that they're going to call on you to kick, and your stomach is bubbling. and
So
you
am
know
I
that you
am
can't
I
make it.
in the stall or am I I'm out on the field
I'm
still?
saying I'm saying that you are the kicker on the sideline, and there's 3 minutes left in the game, and you know that your stomach is not making it 3 minutes.
Man, I'm a hope Ocho Cinco's on my squad so he can go and sink it for me. But
Go and kick it for him.
yeah,
Like, I'll imagine this has got to have come up before, right? You would think. Has
true,
anyone ever been
true.
in that situation before?
I think I'd risk it, and I ain't gonna lie to you. If it's like 2 seconds left, and I've
If
made
your
it
ass
that
is
far,
heavy, how are you going to make that kick?
I'm gonna let it rip as soon as I make contact.
You
I'm gonna just you're gonna see it all over on national TV on Sunday Night Football. As the foot makes contact, you're just gonna see Brown enter the frame.
I was wondering, like, how much trouble you get in for just kicking everybody out of the blue medical tent. Get out of here right now!
And you're like in an ice bucket, just like,
Hey, look, you've seen players run out the game and throw up on the sideline and go back in the game. You ever seen somebody roll over, pull the pants down, take your shit, and go back in?
I ain't never
Yeah.
seen that. The closest thing we have to that is Lamar. He's
Oh,
like,
when he went to use the bathroom.
he's like injury
Yeah.
timeout.
That would be crazy. I was thinking about it and I was like, I can't imagine like that situation where you
So
just
funny.
know that you're not gonna hold it. You cannot make it. And you know that you have to be there for it. Like there's not too many, like, you know what I mean? Like what happened later? All right, so it's time
What
to
can
kick
you
the
do?
field goal and the kicker is gone. Like that's a national story.
Well, it went one of the Lions DNs who actually plays for the Cowboys now last year. He went viral because I think it was like the end of a preseason game and he'd played like 53 snaps and he had like been having so many pressures and all this. And the only thing that people talked about after the game was how you could see a little poop stain like right in the butthole crevice. Like he let a little shark come out at one of his cuts
Who
and he
was
didn't
looking
have
at
time to
that?
go change. I mean, hey, these NFL cameramen, they're a special kind of creepy. But
Last year I think it was the Packers center threw up on the ball. Threw up
oh
on that bitch
yeah,
and then hiked it to fucking Jordan Love.
yeah. Jordan's like,
Sick fuck.
yeah. That's
All
hard.
right. On to all the disrespect. You want to go
Yes,
first or
sir.
I'm going to go first?
You go first.
Okay. I want to preface this by saying everything that I'm about to say is based off of the information I've been able to gather today and is subject to change with new information. I want to first give my condolences and my prayers to the 2 people killed and 1 person injured by the shooting today at the ICE detention center. Very sad. And then I want to say all due disrespect to Cash Patel and JD Vance. So basically, if you are unaware of this, there was a shooting today, like I said, at an ICE detention center. The 3 people that were shot, 2 of them that died, were immigrants being detained in the facility. I think that's the right way to word that. And then supposedly the shooter had gun casings where they said the word carved. It looks like it was pen on these bullets, the shells. It said anti-ice. First of all, the word anti is the same amount of letters as fuck. I would think that you would say fuck ice, not anti-ice. That's besides the point. Could anyone explain to me why somebody that is anti-ice did not shoot the guards? They shot the immigrants? And then they're going to come out here and say that this was a left-wing person attacking law enforcement and ICE agents. The people that got shot were the immigrants, not the ICE agents. I may have been born at night, but it was not last night. And I've said this several times on this podcast before. We are not this fucking stupid. Like, you motherfuckers come out here and tell us things. You lie to our face and tell me that the fucking sky is green and I can see the motherfucker is blue. Do not insult my intelligence like that. It does not make any sense. All due disrespect, Cash Patel and JD Vance.
Hey, I'll do. Yeah, I mean, can't have behind that.
I just don't understand how that makes any sense. Yeah, he's anti-ice, but he didn't shoot the ICE agents. He shot the immigrants.
Yeah, that's wild.
Okay.
I mean that. Yeah, I just don't understand what's going on in general right now with these shootings. Like we got. I mean, even the other one that we talked about with Charlie Kirk, that there were. uh Well, I mean, there were writings on those ones too, and it's like, why is all? I mean, what is going on, like underneath the surface that we don't know about? Like, is this just all from upstairs? Is this some organization like fueling to take out both sides? Like, it's a scary time in general right now. But I mean, yeah, maybe are these bullets fabricated on both sides? Like who knows right
Well,
now? It's so scary.
that's what I saw a tweet, and I mean, this is just me sharing a tweet that I saw from somebody. This is not educated at all, but it was somebody making a joke about how the Luigi Mangione case against the
Oh yeah,
healthcare CEO. They were saying like, yeah, the FBI saw how much the public loved seeing the engravings on those shells, and we're like, let's just keep it rolling for every shooting. But it's an easy way if you're trying to frame something a certain way. It's an easy way to just, hey, he engraved this message on here, knowing that we'd find it, and then boom, there's our answer for it. You know what I mean? It just seems like, and I don't want to continue this so much, but it just seems like there's such an effort made to push this as one side is being more violent than the other that you're willing to fucking tell lies that don't make fucking sense to pin it that way.
true, true.
That's yeah. I'll leave it at that. You're all due
I think
disrespect.
I was
Go
yeah, I
ahead.
was just I think both sides are more than willing to do that, to
Oh
defend their
yeah,
lies and hide their lies, and it's just so sad. Um, but yeah, no, this is messed up, and hopefully, I mean, probably won't, but hopefully it gets righted, but probably won't, knowing our country.
true.
Um,
Pull us
so
out the
my
depression, Kyle.
yeah,
Pull us out the
let's.
depression.
All right, my all due disrespect is what the hell we naming these kids. All right,
Oh God,
these
this is about
parents
to
from
get
the mid 2000s that named their kids who became future athletes for college football in 2025.
okay.
Clearly, I mean, I don't know what they had on their mind, but we got Noah N-word, our boy who we've mentioned in a couple of other episodes.
Noah Edward is
Noah
crazy.
N-word, dude, that's
His
my boy.
his name is pronounced Kanega.
Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. My bad. I just wanted you to say it, not me.
You can say Kanega.
I don't know, man.
Noah N-word is the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life.
So we got
Yeah, I
Noah
know a
N-word.
nigga.
Then we get.
Go ahead.
I'll never not laugh at that sentence. All right. Then we got General Booty. We got King Large. We got Nitro Tuggle. Let me tell
Are these real
Nitro
words?
Tuggle.
Are
That is
these
a
real?
birth name, as far as I'm concerned. At least as far as I've heard. Let me follow that up with Dude Person.
Dude
Then we
person?
got Sir Bible.
Oh my god.
And finally, Rocky Beers, which honestly, I'm kind of mad someone stole that from me. I was going to name my kid Rocky Beers Teller, but not anymore.
Rocky Beers is crazy. Can I submit two names that you forgot?
Yeah, go for it.
Uh you forgot about the goat dog. D Coldest Crawford.
Oh, yeah. I did see him on the
Legal
Insta.
first name, D Coldest. There's also, I had to look this up. This was last season or the season before. Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Oh, yeah. Kool-Aid was awesome. Yeah, Kool-Aid McKinstry
Which
was.
I had to look it up because I was like, please tell me no ignorant ass nigga named their kid Kool-Aid. And I
That
looked
one
it up.
was a nickname.
His name is Quincy. G-A apostrophe Quincy. Quincy. I was like, dog. You know how fucking sad it is to be black and look up a nigga named Kool-Aid and pray to God that this man's name is not Kool-Aid and his name is fucking Quincy? Quincy.
Bro, his mom had to be like Gamora, and then his dad was Quincy or something.
Gamora and Quincy. Quincy.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Disrespect, man.
No, yeah. I mean, you hit the nail on the head there. Like, essentially, what I want to know is like, how did Key and Peele predict this shit in 2012? Because I was thinking like, oh my God, Key and Peele inspired this shit. Like, no, they like 2012, that wouldn't add up. Like those kids are 12 or 13. So what are we expecting for the next 5 or 6 years? Like, we're going to get Kool-Aid McKinstry. Like, what are we going to deal with here? Like, Sajarius Jefferson. Like, I mean,
I don't think they predicted it as much as they just put people aware to what was already going on. Like, I remember,
but it was 2012. Those kids were like 5. I mean, they
right,
definitely dramatized what was happening. But
no,
now,
what I'm trying to say is like, that. No, you're good. You remember the music video that came out for he's hiding in your windows, snatching your people up.
Oh yeah.
You remember that song?
Oh yeah.
So during that same time period, I remember seeing on maybe Facebook somebody, her name was Erica. Her name was spelled AIRWRECKA. Erica. This is not new. We're just finding out more about it.
That's insane. It's just that the internet's growing that much. Well, I mean,
wow. It's literally like you can't even say that it like breaks down amongst like race because it does in 2 different ways. Like black people have some ignorant ass names. Like I want to know at what point we stopped naming niggas Luther and started naming them Quincy. But we're also
but Rocky Beers is white. Rocky Beers is white. You know,
so
like that's
Moody.
a dumb.
So
is General exactly. Like what are we doing?
And I also am not gonna sit here and pretend like motherfuckers white people don't name their kids Haley with fucking as many extra syllables as you could put in a name.
HAYELEY.
Yeah, like you can't tell me that's not more ignorant than fucking Erica. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's the same shit. They both sound normal, but when you spell them, what the fuck?
No one's using any reason with this shit.
What did Sir Peter put? You just pointed back up to Kansas City Kermits? I don't get it.
He might not have heard our shout out. We did shout out the Kansas City Kermits. We each did an impression. Maybe he missed the shout out.
All right. If we are done slandering people's fucking God-given names,
yeah, we're good.
You want to move over to questions of the week?
I wasn't slandering their names. I was just like, "What the hell are we doing?"
I was slandering their names. Okay. There's a long list of people that I would love to slander their names. There's some stupid fucking names out there.
Oh shit! Yeah, Gwen Stefani's kids. All right. That's a different topic.
No Smith and Jigba.
No Smith.
I feel like some jokes are going over my head. I'm not getting these.
Yeah, I missed that one. But maybe we missed it. I don't know.
Peter, please tell us what's going on. I feel like reading the chat is such an interesting experience because I feel like 2/3 of the time it's like fucking hilarious, and then 1/3 of the time I feel like I'm trying to like decipher like a schizophrenic person's journal. Like I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because sometimes we're looking back like 10 minutes later at a topic too, and we're
I'm not saying it's their fault at all. I'm just saying like me trying to understand what's going on. Yeah, I get lost.
Oh yeah, it's so hard. I mean, we're probably the
Um,
schizophrenics, but
oh yeah. I mean, we literally get on here and just fucking yap for fucking an hour and a half and expect people to listen to us. They're probably trying to figure out what the fuck we're talking about.
like, wait, weren't we just talking about the NFL? Why are we talking? Why are we talking about people's names and racial topics? What happened?
Okay. This is what I'm talking about right here. See, look. Seahawks receiver. I know who he is. It's his last name. Are you is he saying that let me restart that. Is he saying that that's another funny name? Smith and Jigba is a hyphenated last name.
Okay.
If it was his
He
first
might
name,
be.
you can't control your last name. You know what I mean? His first name is Jaxson.
No, I mean that's how I feel about KN word, dude. That's maybe that's where that came from. Maybe that's
What's up, my Jigba?
where my Jigba's at.
Oh.
All right.
He said,
Anyways.
however you interpret this is correct. This bitch is going off the rails, dog.
Oh
Thank
man, this is a good episode. Thank you, Peter. Thank you. Anyways,
hey, Peter being here spicing shit up, dog.
He does. I love it. I love it. All right, so my question of the week.
What you got for me, man, Jigba?
All right. So if you and me were to start a side hustle together, that's not late entry.
I was gonna say, are we not doing one currently?
That's not late entry. Because I saw this, like I looked up like some of like, like best friend questions, and it's like some things you would pursue with your best friend. And so I was like, all right, what would me and my boy do? Right. So I was like, we're already doing one. Now, if we weren't doing a podcast together, like what would our side hustle be together? I will give you a second if you need it, because I have a couple.
No, I have.
Go ahead.
We would do improv skits based off of prompts that we get from Peter.
Yo. Tune into Late Entry Improv, our newest channel. We'll be doing it through Riverside, just like remotely acting out skits together. It'll be great. Good content.
No, that's deadass though. If we had the tools to do it, I would say you and me are the next Key and Peele.
True. No, I agree. I think we could totally jump into.
We were in person.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I agree. We would totally jump into that. So that was yeah. My first one was an improv duo. My second one was so I knew a guy that had a gym at one point. Sorry, go ahead.
Have improv duo written down?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes. No, that was literally the first one I wrote down.
That's crazy. We had the same.
Because, yeah, I mean, if we weren't doing this, that's if we lived close together, that's like what we'd be doing. Like we'd be doing some sort of like a skit channel or something. And yeah, tune in because Late Entry might have some videos like that at some point. We'll see. But yeah, no, a second one I went for was like some sort of like a wrestling school. Like we coached like, middle school kids like leading into their like local high school. I knew a guy out here that owned a gym. So like outside of high school, we could have jumped into that. Spencer obviously hates that idea immediately.
On a watch list.
All right. I mean, trying to be a wholesome freaking role model.
Trying to give back to my community, dog.
I don't know if Spencer was talking about us coaching kids or our improv group, but he said I love it. So
he said he loves it to the my
improv group. Yeah, I know. But yeah, all right. Then something else I thought like a juggling act, maybe like if we were jugglers, Yeah, I knew you would hate that. That's why I wanted to see that face. I was like, yeah, if I bring this up, then we just become jugglers. He was
jugglers.
I knew that was gonna piss you off.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Snake venom salesman was another one I had.
I think it's snake oil. Snake oil salesman.
Oh shit, you're right. It is snake oil. Oh, I can't even freaking hit a punchline. I'm out, dude.
Yo, this podcast has just gone slowly more and more off the rails. We hit the about fucking like 25-minute mark, and then shit is
just steady incline / decline.
If you guys are still watching this podcast, thank you so much.
Yo, the juggling pigskin boys is what Peter called.
Oh my goodness. Pigskin? I do not eat pork.
Oh, I forgot you're a Muslim.
Filthy swine. I'm just kidding. Fuck that. Bacon is too delicious.
Yeah, dude. You ever had barbecue? Come on. Lastly, which I think we killed the punchline on this, but last I have Total World Takeover.
Yeah.
That was it. Yep. I just think we could take over the world.
I mean, yeah, we could just fucking run a whole campaign through Fox News and tell these niggas what they want to hear. And
exactly. You tell all the black people what they want to hear. Or, well, I should probably tell all the black people what they want to hear. You tell all the white people what they want to hear, and we'll be golden.
We'll fucking catch y'all in the big house in 4 years. Yeah.
Late entry for president.
Did you? That was a good list. Each one got more. I felt like, you know, when you've seen 22 Jump Street, right?
Yes, I have. Yep.
Okay. You know how the end of the movie is just like a montage of all the different jump streets they could do?
Oh,
like
yes.
They're nurses. They're fucking go to space. They do this. You know what I mean? That's what I felt like this list was. Like, I'm just imagining the two of us in all these different situations. Like, snake oil salesman, fucking, we're in a circus juggling. Like, what the fuck?
How did we get here? Taking over the world.
Peter, I know that pigskin is a football. I was just.
Pigskin equals football.
The juggling and Jigba boys. I got it.
Jigba boys?
The juggling and Jigba boys. What do you think, Kyle? Do we do one more question or do we leave it here?
So my other one, my other one's just a fun one. But yeah, no, we can leave them guessing. Come back for next week's question of the week because they've been getting thinner and thinner. So
okay. This is it from the juggling pigskin and Jigba boys. Thank y'all for watching. Peace out. We'll see you on Sunday. Or I guess Monday.